Hi everyone. Being social creatures in a technology-driven world. So that's definitely a topic to be passionate about. Why? Because the impact of technology and the way it influences who we are and what we do is a common concern. To set the plot, I'd like to show you 3 pictures. Do any of those scenes seem familiar? Some would say it's just normal daily life. Yet, if it's daily normal, why can't we help feeling that there's something wrong or something odd? Despite we all agree how useful our connected devices are and how revolutionary technology is, somewhere deep down, we are under the impression that it's not quite the way it should be, aren't we? Could the same keys to our freedom actually be the building blocks of the invisible walls growing around us? Now, I'm going to leave this question as food for thought, and we'll come back to that later. Human beings are social creatures. We share to connect, we connect to exist. Our relationships shape who we are as individuals. It is obvious when we look at how children learn by observing others, how important interactions are for them. Yes, my children are my mirror. And do I learn things about myself when I see how they imitate me? Truth is that from an evolutionary standpoint, humans have thrived in groups, forming communities, to survive, to hunt, protect each other, and share resources. And our instincts have not changed. In 2024, we still thrive in groups and form communities. So it's no surprise to see how popular social media has become. The number of users has tripled over the past decade, and we haven't seen the end of it yet. Why? Because our connected devices are becoming better and better, making sure we stay connected and maintaining a form of addiction. With AI and Apple's Vision Pro, I'm curious to see the future. Amid the current age of personalization, or ultra-personalization, should I say, there is now interdependence between human intelligence and cognitive computing. And connected devices and artificial intelligence have become inextricably tied up to the way we form communities, the way we interact as a group, the way interactions in the group have an impact on who we are as individuals. Since they are inextricable, we need to analyze the way they are altering our relationships and ultimately the social fabric of our societies. I'd like to show you some more pictures here. Let's face it, those devices meant to connect us to each other are doing the total opposite. They have created a bubble where we feel like staying all the time, a bubble with infinite entertainment where algorithms are encircling us in our own biases, likings, and opinions. Just like every one of us is unique, each bubble is unique, and each version of reality inside each bubble is unique. Knowing that, what is the incident of this in a group or in a community? The answer is simple: fracture. And this brings me back to the question I asked at the beginning. Are the very same keys to our freedom the building blocks of the invisible walls growing around us? I think there are daggers behind the clicks, likes, and hearts. We need to be cautious. Social media is not a mere distraction anymore. Why? Because it is serving our basic biological imperative to connect and share with other people. But even if that same social media and our connected devices are opening an entire world of opportunities for all of us, this doesn't come for free, and it is crucial to understand the price we have to pay. Algorithms are not objective. They are inherently built to achieve some goals with some level of success. They collect your data to get there. Whether it's for your benefit or to your expense is not relevant. To collect this precious data, all these apps and platforms compete for your attention. What do companies like Apple, Google, OpenAI, LinkedIn, or Facebook have in common? Well, they have all designed tools that appeal to human instincts. And since they're so appealing, we let them in. We don't question them. However, by tapping into our human instincts, they not only influence our behaviors, they manipulate us. A contemporary Truman Show. Examples of influence are everywhere. Apple pursuing scarcity and perceived value, OpenAI or Google using anchoring or that human tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information to make a decision. The principle of unity for Meta, LinkedIn, or TikTok gathering millions of people to have more control over content, connections, and so much more. The omnipresence of technology in our lives easily makes us oblivious to the changes it does to our behavior, altering our habits without triggering awareness. We are starting to forget that a person needs another person to build a relationship, that relationships create partnerships, partnerships create communities, communities, civilizations. Social media gives us a simulacrum of shortcut to civilization. But in reality, burning the steps in between is making us take a whole different route. And if I'm honest, I'm genuinely concerned about what's waiting down that road. Isolation, depression, anxiety, the number of cases are increasing. Our youth is more risk averse. We are becoming more comfortable with the idea of staying at home, preferring virtual calls to face-to-face meetings, forgetting that human instinct needs to touch, smell, and feel to have consciousness, reason, and free will. I believe that preserving human touch in the age of technology has never, ever been more important. Communication, trust, empathy, and compromise underpin relationships. Effective communication needs the eyes, ears, smell, and touch. This to create mutual valuing. And as technology is growing exponentially, only the way we behave towards technology will make it possible to drift away from manipulation and addiction towards a more tool-based approach. Preserving the very essence of what relationships are for remains our most reliable safeguard from the invisible strings of influence of the tech magnets. It's the only secure way to keep a sense of togetherness, to preserve serendipity as well as the wealth of our humanity. So I'm going to leave you on those words, on 3 words actually: togetherness, serendipity, and humanity. Thank you for listening to me.